Good morning. 40 degrees in South Texas. Did we even get that during like winter, December, November? I don't know. But when we're looking at the extended forecast, it says 19 degrees for Laredo. We've seen 119, not usually 19. You know what I mean? That's a big swing, a big shift for us. Good morning. Good Friday morning. I'm Al Gavada. Oh, by the way, happy Lunar New Year. The Lunar New Year, the year of the ox begins. The Lunar New Year, also known as Chinese New Year or Spring Festival, begins today, ushering in the second animal on the zodiac, the ox, with the second new moon after the winter solstice. This year, we'll say goodbye to the year of the rat and hello to the year of the ox. Though the occasion is meant to be celebrated with family and friends, the coronavirus pandemic means that the festival will look different this year for the 1.5 billion people who observe it. The Lunar New Year typically falls between January 21st and February 20th. Next year, the celebration will begin Tuesday, February 1st, and it will be the year of the tiger, then the rabbit. I don't have it memorized. I just saw it earlier today on the when I was doing a little research on the Lunar New Year. So happy Lunar New Year to you, who are those of you who are celebrating today. Since this Sunday is Valentine's Day, and I know not everybody's celebrating Valentine's Day as a day of love. Some are just celebrating it as a Sunday. I thought we'd look something up on love. So we found some timeless love quotes to share with you today. You never know; they could change your love life. I don't know. It's an article by Lydia Sweatt on success.com. Always puts great, put together some really good articles. Miss Sweatt does. So here we go. The article begins as follows: Love is so many things: gentle, liberating, warm, timeless. Love is a binding that seals our very existence. Love keeps us whole and encourages us to share the adoration we feel for others and even to cherish ourselves. If it feels like love is hiding from your surroundings, know that you can always find it within because it is never out of reach. Need some warmth in your life or know someone who does? Share the love with these classic quotes. Here we go. Victor Hugo from Les Mis. To love or have loved, that is enough. Ask nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. Very nice. Not going to be ruminating too much on these quotes. I want to let them stand on their own because, it's not like when people think of love, they think, I wonder what Al Guevara has to say about that. So I'm just going to be sharing these quotes, and maybe one of them connects with you, or maybe more than one of them connects with you. And now you have some quotes about love to share. Again, to love or have loved, that is enough. Ask nothing further. There is no other pearl to be found in the dark folds of life. Victor Hugo, Les Miserables. So I'm going to share the link to this article on our comments down below as we continue to go headfirst into the weekend of love, Valentine's Day weekend. Alfred Lord Tennyson said, very classic quote, "'Tis better to have loved and lost than never to have loved at all." The experience, right? The experience. Even though we feel pain at losing love, we felt love. Nicholas Sparks. Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it. Love is like the wind. You can't see it, but you can feel it. Nicholas Sparks. Very nice. Charles Dickens. A loving heart is the truest wisdom. I'm wondering if that has to do more with how we see and accept and deal with humanity. if we have a loving heart. A loving heart is the truest wisdom. Okay, there we go. Next one, Henry David Thoreau. There's no remedy for love, but to love more. Does that have to do with breaking up, with lost love? There's no remedy for love, but to love more. Very nice. Pablo Picasso. Love is the greatest refreshment in life. If you have ever loved in your life, you realize how true this is when you get the feeling into your soul and how that changes you from within. Love is the greatest refreshment in life. Pablo Picasso. Mother Teresa. Love is a fruit in season at all times and within reach of every hand. Love for your fellow man. If I think of Mother Teresa, love for your fellow man. Love is a fruit in season at all times and within reach of every hand. Mother Teresa. These quotes are really nice. Zora Neale Hurston. Love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding place. Huh? Okay. I mean, when I think of love quotes, not usually I'm not thinking of crawling out of a dark space, but yeah, or it doesn't have to be dark. Just said hiding. Love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding place. Zora Neale Hurston. Is that after you've been hurt as well? Or when you're discovering or feeling love for the first time? Love makes your soul crawl out from its hiding place. Getting ready to welcome Valentine's Day, so thought we'd check out some quotes on love today. The article is linked in the comments. William Shakespeare. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. Love looks not with its eyes. Whoops, rewind. Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. William Shakespeare. Feelings, not looks. How does a person make you feel? Does a person make you feel complete? Does a person make you feel better? Make you feel like you're a better person because of that person, because of that relationship? It's not, and sometimes it's funny because you'll see people's like, why are they with that person? But they're happy, and you can tell they're in love because it's not about that. It's not about what we feel are or is the definition of beauty. And beauty has to exist, the way I see it, for someone to be in love. Well, it's not it, obviously, especially because it differs relationship to relationship and person to person, right? Love looks not with the eyes, but with the mind, and therefore is winged Cupid painted blind. William Shakespeare. Voltaire. Love is a canvas furnished by nature and embroidered by imagination. Man, that's good stuff. Wow. Some of these quotes are really deep, really nice. Love is a canvas furnished by nature. There's nothing on that canvas, right? And embroidered by imagination. What you feel, what you envision after you feel something for someone, right? Embroidering that canvas that is love with our imagination. Voltaire. Very nice. Next, Zelda Fitzgerald. Nobody has ever measured, not even poets, how much the heart can hold. Very true. Wow. I like that. I've never heard this quote before. Nobody has ever measured, not even poets, how much the heart can hold. How much can your heart hold? Before I became a parent, I thought mistakenly that There's a limit to how much you could love. And it's like, I'm afraid by having a child, it's like, it's going to affect in some way, shape, or form. And again, when another child, right? How is that going to work? If I love my child so much, it doesn't have to be a child, it could be a parent, could be a significant other. If I love my child so much, what's going to happen when I have another child? And this quote puts it all right down on, like, spreads it all out. Nobody has ever measured, not even poets, how much the heart can hold. Because it's not, let me segment off a piece of my heart, a piece of my love for each person that I feel love for. It's almost another layer, another heart existing in the same time, same place, same, you know, area. And it's the same amount of love. And it's a lot. Nobody has ever measured, not even poets, how much the heart can hold. Zelda Fitzgerald. E. Cummings. Love is the voice under all silences, the hope which has no opposite in fear, the strength so strong, mere force is feebleness, the truth more first than sun, more last than star. In a very minute way, and the more I read these quotes, not just love quotes, but quotes in general, in a very minute, minuscule way, do I consider myself a writer. And then I read something like this and go, I could never write something like that. I mean, I imagine I could. I've just never have written anything like that. Love is the voice under all silences, the hope which has no opposite in fear, the strength so strong, mere force is feebleness, the truth more first than sun, more last than star. E. Cummings. Golly. I once read a book, nothing about love, but I once read a book that made me want to stop writing because I felt it was so beyond my level. I said, I should just stop. There's no point. Of course, we all have a story to tell. And you should. You should tell your story because small stories change the world. But that was beautiful. Truman Capote. Love, having no geography, knows no boundaries. Again, it could be a florid quote, very, big and like a lot of fancy words, right? Or it could be simple and to the point. Love, having no geography, knows no boundaries. Truman Capote. Very nice. Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. When you're loved, you can do anything in creation. When you are loved, there's no need at all to understand what's happening because everything happens within you. See, that's a grander type of quote. It has so many layers and so many angles and compartments to it. But each one of them is striking a chord. Each one of them it's like a tuning fork with that pitch perfect note about love. Because everyone's experience is different. Everyone's level of love is different. And how we react and how we envision our future after we feel it, it's different. So when you hear something like this, when you are loved, you can do anything in creation. When you are loved, there's no need at all to understand what's happening because everything happens within you. That is just pitch perfect. Paulo Coelho, The Alchemist. Very nice. Wow. Love that one. Couple more. Lao Tzu. Love is of all passions the strongest, for it attacks simultaneously the head, the heart, and the senses. You could argue that this is describing love in comparison to something like hate or rage, whereas a passion, it has its limitations. It may strike the head, it may strike the heart, it may strike the senses, but never as strong or as simultaneously as love. Because it takes, if you are washed over by love, it is a complete head to toe, front to back, side to side, like a CT scan, you know? Love is of all passions the strongest, for it attacks simultaneously the head, the heart, and the senses. Lao Tzu. Very nice. We're getting ready to wrap up with the last couple of quotes as we get ready to welcome both the Lunar New Year today and Valentine's Day on Sunday, President's Day on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. But I'll do something for that on Monday. The link to this article is in the comments. And thank you for watching. Please give it a like and give it a share if possible. Let's share these timeless love quotes as we go into Valentine's Day weekend. Although they're good to share at any point in time, right? And thank you for that. Mahatma Gandhi. Where there is love, there is life. Again, going back to the simplicity. You can be eloquent, flowery, or simple. You can have an ornate desk with carvings and specific beautiful wood that when polished you can see its layers, and you can almost see through the wood to different layers, and you can almost feel light emanating from it, light that it absorbed as it was growing as a tree. Or you can have a plain table. Either way, it serves a purpose. Love is love. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi. Last but not least, the article by Lydia Sweatt. Great collection of quotes, timeless love quotes. And I recommend it. Check it out. Maybe you can share some of them on your social media channels. Last one, Oscar Wilde. Who, being loved, is poor? Again, simple. If you are without love, without joy in life, without purpose, are you in any way, does your life in any way have value? Basically is what this is saying. Conversely, being loved, who among us is poor? Because regardless of our financial standing or whatever, having love is something that keeps us afloat. Something we can grab onto and value and just be held aloft by no matter what. So again, the final quote, Oscar Wilde, who, being loved, is poor. I wish you a great weekend. Happy Lunar New Year, Spring Festival, Chinese New Year, Year of the Ox. Happy Valentine's Day. I know obviously we're celebrating it differently. If you have a loved one, I hope you at least are able to share some time together and tell each other that you love each other. If you don't have love in your life, I wish love to you. I wish you find love and find some of the richness in your life. I hope to be back on Monday at 8 a.m. So have a great day. Have a great weekend. Remember, knowledge is power. Imagination is king. And intelligence your weapon. Read a good book today. Enrich your mind. And every single moment we're alive is a chance at rebirth. Have yourself a fantastic day. Until next time, we'll be talking.